Serving 26 schools across more than 500 square miles, Pulaski County Special School District is one of the largest school districts in the state of Arkansas. Our district strives to help each student discover his or her full potential while preparing students for life and cultivating future leaders. PCSSD continues to strengthen the relationship between its public schools and the community. Our district is committed to creating a nationally recognized school district that assures that all students achieve at their maximum potential through collaborative, supportive, and continuous efforts of all stakeholders. The schools participating in this football game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school board. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation. The Arkansas Activities Association recognizes that athletes represent more than themselves in athletic competition. They represent their team, their fellow students, their teachers, and the community. Athletes who display good sportsmanship reflect high moral standards.
All right, welcome football fans to Maumelle Hornet Football on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. I'm Steve Henson, voice of the Maumelle Sports Network, along with my broadcast partner, Andy Gates. And let me introduce tonight's crew. On our production is Kayla Fletcher. And on our main cam tonight is our buddy over from the Robinson Sports Network, Mark Miller. And then down on our field cam will be my wife, Kristen Henson. And we are just about set for some football here at Hornet Stadium, and we want to say thanks for joining us for our pregame show as Andy plays with his long eyes over here, and I'll bring Andy in now. And Andy, we missed you last week. Are you ready for some football tonight?
I missed football. You get stuck at work till 10 or 11 o'clock at night. That's no fun on a Friday night.
Yeah, forget that. You can't work on cars at 11 at night. They turn the electricity off, right?
Unless you have a Tesla. I have far from a Tesla. But, yeah, who wants to do paperwork? Not me.
Not me. Forget that. That's all I do these days, though. Paperwork, lots and lots of paperwork. So, but all right, we are just about set for the number 2 Robinson Senators face off with our number 22 ranked Maumelle Hornets here at Hornet Stadium, and this is a big time ball game. More than anything, just from a personal standpoint, as the old defensive coordinator Brian Maupin, now head coach of your Maumelle Hornets, faces his former team for the first time in his high school head coaching career. So you got to know that the emotions are going to be working overtime down there tonight for his ball club. And I know talking to Coach Escola, they're just going through the motions. They're ready just to play another football game. But Andy, I think emotions will be riding high, especially early in this game for Maupin and his team as they try to come out and prove something here as they play what is probably the best team in 5A.
I definitely want to see that for sure. I wouldn't be surprised to see Maupin in pads and a helmet for the first quarter, to be quite honest.
They may need him. We're
a little thin.
Yeah, we are a little thin. Obviously, no James Whitley tonight. We do have Rogers and Pierce back tonight on the offensive side of the ball, so that's a big plus. But
that'll help.
Maupin comes into this one, and the Hornets 2-3 on the season, 0-3 in conference play, and more concerning than that right now is no points in 8 quarters. It's been almost 50 minutes, 5-0, since the Hornets have put a point on the board. And really last week they only got close once, and that was on their field goal attempt that was blocked or just never came close. But so this is a big opportunity for the Hornets to try to figure out a way to get things going. But it doesn't get easy because you get to face the best team in the 5A Central, likely the best team in all of 5A. And you had to do it in back-to-back weeks after battling Mills last week. And now you get Robinson this week. And Robinson's not going to take their foot off the gas. They want to prove some things. They're worried about themselves out there. So the Hornets have got their work cut out for them in this ballgame.
Well, we knew this was the toughest part of the schedule, too. So, I mean, we're getting towards the end of that gauntlet run that we had. To pull this one would be amazing, and if we can do it, I mean, we got to get down there and prove something to ourselves too.
Yeah, and yeah, that's a good point. I mean, this is a game, if for nothing else, this is a game to come out and try to prove yourself. You know what you have coming ahead. You look ahead in the season. Morrilton after this. We got to go to Morrilton. That's a game. That's a winnable game for this team.
Still tough, but winnable.
Yeah, Valonia, winnable game. Watson Chapel, you get them here for your last home game. Winnable game. You got to go to Valonia. Again, all those games are winnable.
Bologna's a tough environment.
Bologna's a tough environment. One win. We probably won't have too many more between now and then, other than maybe if they play Watson Chapel before then. But so, yes, this game means a lot. Obviously, from an emotional standpoint for the Hornets, this game means a lot. But, I was down there talking to Coach Escola for Robinson in pregame, and the one thing that he continued to reiterate, and I think it's a big thing that Maumelle should be focused on as well, we can only control what we can control, is what Escola said. They're only worried about what they can do and what they can do to make themselves better tonight. They're not worried about how bad they beat Maumelle.
No, they're going to play their football game.
That's right. And it doesn't matter who's on the other sideline. They're not worried about the fact that it's Maupin. In postgame, yeah, there's probably going to be some chatting. There's probably going to be some guys loving it up, dabbing it up on the sideline. But in pregame and out on the field, they're singularly focused on their job of beating the Maumelle Hornets tonight. And so hopefully our Hornets can come out with that same attitude to get a victory over Robinson.
That's what every team should do, but some of them kind of lack that. As long as you can keep that, that's what you should be.
Yeah, for sure. So, again, as we get about 20 minutes away from our Eccles kickoff, we are getting closer and closer. We'll look at some of the key players in this one. Of course, Maumelle, Amari Rogers, Weston Pierce, both back in this ball game. That cheerleader just took one heck of a tumble over there. Sorry, as she's at least clapping for herself. I think she's okay, but
maybe. And she's up.
She took quite the tumble.
She's still tumbling.
She's still laughing over there, trying to get herself up. But
is she embarrassed, hurt, or hurt pride?
I think a little of both. But so then you look across on that other sideline. I'll stick with Maumelle. Let me jump over. I got a text from Maupin, so I need to check that real quick. So Bubba Johnson, freshman, will start at linebacker tonight. That'll be number 23, so keep that in mind as we look for another freshman. And we'll get into some more freshman news. It's not on the football side of things, but we'll get to see some things. We'll talk about some other freshmen that are going to make an impact at Maumelle throughout this broadcast. But excited to see Bubba Johnson, who is one of those freshmen that we're going to see on the basketball team this fall here in just about a month or so. So excited to see him work on the football field first. And let's see. So I'm getting all kinds of text messages right now. But anyway, I'm gonna ignore that.
Now you've confused me.
Sorry.
I'm curious now.
Yeah, we'll get into.
You didn't tell me about this before we went on the air.
Well, we've got some.
You have a surprise? Is it a present? Is it a box? Where's my present?
Well, I can't afford a present, so it's just going to be a verbal present. So, but on the other sideline, as we talk about our key players, Quentin Murphy, class of 25 quarterback, offers from Arkansas, Tennessee, Oregon, Auburn, Utah, Michigan State, and Pitt. And I'll tell you, Andy, I got to see Quentin in team camp over the summer. And I'll be honest, when I came away from team camp, I thought, now that young man is athletic. He can run the ball. He is big. He is physical for a sophomore.
Can he throw it?
But I wasn't sure if he could throw it. Well, he has proven that he can throw the football, as Quentin's got a little over 600 yards of passing on the season. That doesn't sound like a lot, but this is a guy that's really only been playing about 2 quarters of a game. And then they've got this other young man over there who I've dubbed Noah King Freeman, senior running back. Well, yes, I take responsibility for that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Noah King Freeman. Some D2 interest from Noah. Was that you? Was that you?
Might have been. You're welcome.
But Noah Freeman is another very talented piece. 230 yards rushing last week against Bologna, almost 300 all-purpose yards. As he had a catch for 67 yards as well. He was actually hurt in the game, came back after Tank Reese scored a couple touchdowns. He was a phenomenal freshman for this Robinson team. Yeah. And so another great athlete, a guy that Maumelle's got to figure out a way to slow down. And then Brandon Grill, class of 23 wide receiver, Arkansas State commit, just makes impressive catch after catch. And then the one guy that I think Maumelle's going to meet quite a few times tonight is number 6, Ashton Williams, class of 23 linebacker.
I don't want to meet him.
And he will be visiting Oklahoma State this weekend.
It's a big visit.
Yes, Ashton's 6 foot, 200-pound linebacker, and he can play from sideline to sideline as a great tackler. Just a very, very talented Robinson team that's coming here to the Hornets' Nest tonight. So looking forward to that one. Biggest question, again, who's healthy? We've talked about it a little bit. Pearson Rogers both missed with injuries last week. James Whitley out for at least 3 more weeks. Elijah Newell out for the season. I did see Jalen Joyner down there. I'm not sure what an option he's going to be. He looked like he was moving well, but it seems like once we get into game mode, he nicks that ankle or knee up a little bit, and it slows him down. The other big question tonight, Andy, you didn't get to see it in person last week, but was the Trevon Rawls experiment. You know, your first word to me was Jesse Knight. Now, not as explosive as Jesse, but more physical and is extremely difficult to get to the ground.
Physical is fun, though, in football.
Yeah, well.
The initiation of contact is great.
And what he did last week, he had a play at one point where he broke the tackle of Charleston Collins, who's got offers from everybody in the country. Collins had him about 6 yards in the backfield. He broke the tackle of Collins, reversed direction, and ends up getting about 25 yards. Tried to hurdle over Jabray Shaw, which was not a great choice. But just a great play by Trevon Rawls, and we look forward to seeing Rawls tonight. Again, Maumelle has not scored a point in 8 quarters, a little over 8 quarters. It's been almost 50 minutes of game time since this Hornet team has found either the end zone or put something between the uprights. So that's going to be a big piece of that. And then, you know, it makes it that much more difficult when you face a Robinson team who I think's given up somewhere around 15 to 17 points a game in conference play. But more importantly, this is a Robinson team that's won 10 straight games. Their last 10 straight victories have been by mercy rule. That includes their run through the 4A state tournament last year, as well as the state championship against Shiloh Christian. They mercy ruled every single opponent except for Pulaski Academy in week 0 of this season. Every win they've had over the last 10 has been a mercy rule.
Might be a little bit of a trend.
Yeah. Well, we hope we can avoid that trend here at Hornet Stadium tonight.
Well, we kind of started it last year.
Almost, yeah. A 20-point lead going into the fourth quarter. They haven't, other than the PA losses over the last 2 years, that they haven't lost. So, you know, we had them on the ropes going into the fourth quarter last year, let them jump the ropes and put us under the rope.
We went on cruise control.
Yeah.
And then dropped a touchdown about the middle of the field. It was all said from there, and we went to sleep.
Yeah, that was it. So, all right, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back on our pregame show, we'll take a look at our other PCSSD Sports Network matchups, as well as our Natural State Sports games to watch across the state. All right, welcome back to the pregame show, and let's take a look at our other PCSSD Sports Network matchups tonight. Let me get that in front of my screen. We'll start with our NSS game of the week, and Andy, it doesn't get a whole lot better than what's going to happen over at the U tonight. We got to go down to the U last week, lost 30-0 in a game that I think was a little closer than a lot of people might have expected that it was going to be, at least throughout most of the game. But this week, Michael Williams and Pine Bluff, team that took care of business here, they head over to the U in a matchup that will have big implications on the top half of the 5A Central as Mike Williams has gotten things turned around quickly at Pine Bluff, team that is loaded at the skill position, very big, very athletic, back-to-back impressive wins over Maumelle and BB. Quarterback William Howe picked up a baseball offer to Memphis over the last couple of weeks for Pine Bluff, and he's started to take control of that quarterback position. Courtney Crutchfield had 3 touchdowns last week, 1 on an interception, 2 on receptions.
How many extra points did he have?
Right. I have it in my notes. Crutchfield versus Jabray Shaw is must-see TV tonight. That is going to be a lot of fun. Jabray Shaw sits 9th in the country in interceptions right now with 8. He's and number 1 in the state, obviously.
He's going to Army, correct?
No, he's actually committed to UCA. Anton Pierce is the one committed to Army. Pierce is committed to Army but visited LSU last week along with Charleston Collins. So, got to take that back. Collins was up in Fayetteville. But they've both visited LSU. Pierce was at LSU this past week as well. So,
Shaw is committed to UCA.
Yes. And we'll see if he tries to play basketball and football. But if he ends up at UCA, my goodness gracious. It's got to be a size thing from a height perspective is the only thing I can think of. But I don't know. He's got insane talent. We got to see that on display last week with 3 interceptions. And just a huge game for him last week. And so we'll see how that goes. But I got to tell you, if anything, I'm going to be going back and watching that game just to see the matchup between Crutchfield and Jabray Shaw because that's going to be special.
Crutchfield's a grown man.
Yes. Mills struggled at times with Maumelle last week. Really couldn't get the running game established, so it'll be interesting to see if they get Daniel Brown going in that one. Our other game our other PCSSD network game, Sylvan Hills comes in confident after picking up their first win of the season last week, 28-27 over Sheridan. They're facing off with a winless Jacksonville team, and really a game. Yeah, really, this should be a game. Sylvan Hills gets their second in a row, gets a little winning streak going, and they have to if they want to have any shot at making the playoffs. They've got a tough road ahead of them. Catholic at War Memorial next week. They've still got to go to Marion. They've got to host El Dorado. So a tough road to hoe for Sylvan Hills to finish the season out. Our other 5A Central games to keep an eye on tonight, the Vilonia Eagles 1-4, 1-2. After their 42-3 loss to this Robinson team last week, they'll face off with the 19th-ranked BB Badgers. And really, Vilonia's only win was a big surprise over Pine Bluff, 30-12. They come off the blowout loss to Robinson. Noah Freeman had almost 300 all-purpose yards. They give up over 300 yards rushing in that game. It's going to be interesting. I think Keandre Barker for BB, the sophomore, is going to have one heck of a ball game. And so it should be interesting to see how that ball game goes, and I expect Keandre Barker to have a big one. The other game tonight, the number 17-ranked Morrilton Devil Dogs face off with the 15th-ranked Whitehall Bulldogs. Whitehall comes off of a bye week after a couple of losses to Mills and BB in the weeks before, and Morrilton enters after a win over Watson Chapel and looking to try to keep pace for the 4 seed in the Central. And that wraps up your PCSSD and 5A Central games for the week. And Andy, I got to say, again, I'm really excited. I'm going to be keeping an eye over here on that Pine Bluff Mills game on the Mills Sports Network. It is also our Natural State Sports Game of the week. That's going to be one heck of a ball game over there at the U.
Yep.
I want to thank our guy, Jim Ashley. He messaged me just now.
Look at that.
But Jim Shepard, he is running our main cam over there at Mills tonight, so we appreciate him taking the evening and headed over to the U to help us out. And he'll be back on camera with us next week at Morrilton. So
there's a last-second touchdown. We're going to get it.
Yes. Yeah, we won't be missing them this week. But we are just a few minutes away as we're awaiting the national anthem to be played. So we'll take a jump down to field level when that does happen as we watch the
and our flag is
what was that? Oh, we already missed it. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You got to yell at me. I totally missed it. Sorry, guys. We 100% we're non-patriotic tonight. We apologize. I think I should sing it. You want me to sing it?
Oh,
I'm not singing it. No. It's not happening. Okay, then. Well, anyway, I do know I got a text from Will, so if you're looking to try to watch the Sylvan Hills game tonight, I think they're having some network issues over there, so we'll see how that goes. But fingers crossed they can get things up and running over there in Jacksonville. That has always been a difficult spot for us to live broadcast from, is for whatever reason we cannot get internet in that building to save our lives. So hopefully they can make that thing work out a little bit. You're just missing the alma mater. Well, they're standing for the Maumelle alma mater. I never even saw the flags come out, but may have missed it. I guess we missed it. But anyway, so we are just a few minutes away from our Ackles kickoff, and I wanted to say also that down there for our coin toss, I do believe, let me jump over here, is so Brooke and Jason Brolo at Brolo Insurance Agency. They will be out there for the coin toss tonight as our honorary captains. So I want to say thanks to Brooke and her team over the Brooke Brolo Insurance Agency, as they are our All-State Good Hands Catch sponsor, which we haven't had any. We had 0 catches to name our Good Hands Catch of the game last week, as we didn't have any catches. We didn't complete a pass.
Did we throw the ball?
We did 5 times to the other team, unfortunately. So it was a.
So that's how he got 8 interceptions.
We had 3. 1 returned for a touchdown. Anton Pierce had 1, and Enlow had 2, I think, 1 or 2, something like that. It was a wild night, to say the least. So thankfully we've got Weston back out there on the field tonight, and looking forward to seeing if he can get some rhythm going here in this ball game, as they will need to get things going for sure. So we await our captains to make their way out onto the field. And Kayla, if you could, can you kill our lights? That would be great. And we will be ready for Ackles kickoff here in just about 7 minutes. Is that Horton down there making sure he's, or is that, oh no, that's Jared making sure they've got the right payment to the officials, so we're good there.
How much you say it was? All right, here it is.
So we are waiting. Andy, I got to sit down there and have a nice talk with our guy Steve Sullivan for a good bit earlier, as Channel 7 did their weather and news sports broadcast right there from our end zone earlier. So that was fun. Good to see Sully. Had a lot of kind words to say about our broadcast, so we certainly appreciate that.
Probably you, not me. Sully Award, finalist selection there.
Yeah, he did remind me. He reminded me to make sure that I go ahead and send more clips, because I said, Sully, I'm going to be honest, I'm a little concerned that Tim Terry may have already wrapped it up with his call in the Northside game on the Hail Mary touchdown by Kane Archer. It's a pretty special call. And he said, he said it was a great call by Tim's. Great call. I said, but he was missing a little something. He really didn't describe the action. Just did a lot of yelling. So I think we've got some. He said I like to see a full good call. So I told him I've got a Sully file in my phone, and I'll just I'm ready to start sending my calls over to Sully from all of our guys, not just me. That includes, we got Chris Goodman over on the Robinson Sports Network. So we do have a Robinson Sports Network broadcast of this game tonight. Chris Goodman and Trip Keeter will be on that call.
Tyler's call that he had against Whitehall was
pretty
solid. So
Tyler's had a couple. The call in week 0. Yeah. Oh my God. The call in week 0 where Jabray Shaw scores on the lateral after the interception and all the craziness, that was a fantastic call. That one's getting sent over to Sully. Tyler's had himself a couple of good ones, and I got a feeling he's going to have an opportunity for a few good ones tonight too in that ball game. So
he does a very good job.
They do. They have absolutely been very impressed with those guys. Make sure if you're looking for another game to watch tonight, or you're just trying to flip around, jump over there to the Mills Sports Network as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss any of the action of the Mills comments throughout this season. So we are 5 minutes away from our Ackles kickoff, and while we're talking about it, that gives me a minute to talk about our friends over at Ackles. I said that. And then I don't have my sheet.
What'd you do with it?
That's a good question.
Is it under here?
No, that's just rosters. So we'll fix that, though. Possibly.
Yeah.
We are.
Got a little bit of crowd noise on this one.
Yeah, we got the crowd mic out there tonight, so hopefully it sounds okay.
Students for Robinson have arrived. maybe more of them.
Yeah, Robinson's got that's the team. They had, you got to remember they got to go way over there to go to the gym to finish getting ready, and then they'll pull way over here. So
they done brought the police and everything.
This is a Robinson team that, it's amazing to see this team as they've moved their way up from 4A to 5A, defending 4A state champions.
They're doing just fine.
And they are absolutely dominating. And, again, I think if you ask anybody out there across 5A right now, it really comes down to Parkview, Robinson, or 1A, 1B, however you want to slice it, whichever one you want to put at A and B. And then I think you got Mills somewhere a little below that. And then there's probably Wynn, Shallow Christian, Valley View, a few of those squads. Wynn and Valley View play tonight. That should be a pretty good game. So the 5A really is pretty wide open when you look at it. And so it's going to be interesting as our captains come out on the field. And let's see, captains for tonight's game is going to be number 64, Eric Young, number 62, Kylan Vance, number 61, Sam Stevens, and number 56, Cameron Kirkwood. And then for the Robinson Senators,
31.
I don't know 31, surprisingly enough. That is Ashton
36,
Perry,
36, 32,
Adrian Phillips, Octavian Earl, Jackson Guess would be 24. So
Eric Young shoulder.
The other guys I do not know there. So looks like the offensive linemen got to go out as our captains tonight.
I guess it's bright enough to wear sunglasses out there right now.
We'll listen to our coin flip here.
He said receive.
Get everything set here. Get each side set up and ready to go. Robinson will receive. They won the toss. They wanted to go on offense to get things going, and so that's how we'll start things here at the Hornets' nest. As now the Hornets will run their captains down to their side of the field as the Hornets. We got the pink out tonight with the pink shoes and pink tape going on down there on the field. We got pink towels. Student section is supposed to be in all pink. They look like they kind of about halfway listen to those instructions.
So, Wheatley's got it. There he is. Where is 5? He can't be here.
He's here. I don't know where he was coaching.
He's the greatest cheerleader ever.
Well, he's got a sling on. You can't miss him if he's down there. I guess.
Sweatpants?
There you go. No, that is not him. That is 3.
It is a 3.
That's not him.
Who is 3?
It's one of the managers. I'm not sure who that is.
3 is not there.
But I don't know. I have not. I didn't see Mr. Whitley in pregame. They are already ready for kickoff over at the U. And we're about 30 seconds away from our Ackles kickoff here in this one. So the Robinson Senators make their way out onto the field. And now we await our Hornets to make their way through the banner as Kristen gets set up down there and ready to let the team run right at her. Hopefully they don't run her over. And go see our friends at Ackles Carpet One Floor and Home, 10 Maumelle Curve Court, or see them online at AcklesCarpet1.com. I think we retired the Hive.
The Hive is retired.
At least for this week. They got a week's use out of it. They decided they're going to save it for a little while afterwards.
What if they rent it?
Surely not.
Come on, you got to buy the Hive.
And here come your Hornets as they make their way through the banner. Little struggle to get through it there was Jordan Candler, but he busts his way through. Hornets dance their way out onto the field, and we are ready for 5A Central football here from Hornets Stadium.
I think the kids call that the gritties?
Yes. The kids.
We
are 40.
You
are.
You are not, sir.
I got a few months to go.
Yeah. Just a few.
Just a few.
Youngin'.
That's right. My wife gets to turn 40 before me.
I wouldn't say that
right.
where she can hear it.
That's okay.
Old lady.
Hey, I ain't saying that.
I will. I don't have to stay with her. She don't scare me none.
We only have. Hey, look at Shook Don in the pink. Can't miss Shook in the
shining already.
Shiny dome and the pink shirt. He's got it going on tonight. Shook, happy belated birthday to our milk jug drinking water man. As we appreciate Coach Shook. His birthday was this week. He got quite the birthday present this week. So he did.
Yeah.
Quite the
surprise.
Quite the announcement. Last year was about this time when we got to announce Colby Garland was transferring. And now a couple of big time names are headed this way as well this year. Going to be a young but really good basketball team. So Gurney for our Ackles kickoff. He'll kick this one back deep, but returnable from the 2-yard line. And across the 15, cuts back to the right side. Going to be pulled down at the 23-yard line. As that was Malika Cunye on the return. So this high-flying Robinson offense will get things started. Very good offensive line, very good wide receivers, very good running back, very good quarterback. Just stop me from saying very good because they are very good.
I can't. Hey,
Birthday boy Chase Nichols, number 1, is lined up here on the near side, farthest out. It is his 18th birthday. Say happy birthday to Chase.
Happy birthday, Chase.
And now Quentin Murphy at quarterback with King Freeman to his right, and this is where we'll start it off. Bubba Johnson, the freshman, starting at linebacker. They go right up the middle as McGarrah is the first one there on Freeman. He picks up about 3 yards to the 31-yard line. So 2nd down and 7 here.
Keeping him at 3 yards is a pretty good thing with Freeman.
Yeah.
Keep him there, we're good.
Now we go back to Freeman on the left. No, Quentin kept it. Now Murphy kind of awkwardly dives forward. He's going to be about a yard shy of the acre first down.
See, that's the danger of him with any kind of a QB read or anything like that. He's so quick out of the corner there.
And his speed is so deceptive. Like you think he's fast, but then you see him move and you don't, and then all of a sudden he just runs away from you. Yeah. We've yet to see him get to just break one in open field yet, but I don't want to see it tonight. But
just keep that quiet.
So 3rd down and about 2 here. They'll go one receiver, bunch it up. Murphy to the right side, and the Hornets meet him in the hole. Great defensive play there by the Hornets.
He still got it.
Oh, well, he's going to be well shy. He didn't get anything. He's shy by 2 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
And the wrong pole.
That's a good 3 and out by the Hornets to get things started. As Tate and the punt team will come out on the field.
Who?
John Tate, the punter.
Oh, Tate.
For the Senators. Will punt it away, and I can't tell if that's Rawls or Timmons back to return with the 1 pink shoe. Snap is away, kick is away, low line drive kick, returnable for Timmons as he tries to chase it. Now Timmons thinking about it. Now he does the right thing, steps up, doesn't touch it. The Senator touched it at about the 27-yard line. I believe that's where the Hornets are going to start this drive. And they will start this drive from the 27-yard line. So we'll see if the offense can turn around all of the ugliness from the last couple of weeks. Let's put some points on the board right here in the first quarter. This is a Robinson team that if you can get them, you got to get them early. They continue to go through the game. They just continue to gain confidence.
Yeah. Get warmed up, they keep rolling. It's like a diesel engine.
If you want to get to them, you got to get to them early. So Pierce is out there at quarterback. And is that Candler?
Cato right
at
here.
Running back next to him? Who is that next to him?
1.
That's Candler. Gets the started running back. That's where they're going to go with it. Candler finds a – oh, and he got mad. I believe that's Ashton. And
6.
It was Ashton Williams. Surprise, surprise, with the big hit in the hole. 2-yard gain there for Candler.
Welcome to the party.
And just like that, Bubba Johnson, the freshman, is in at running back. That didn't take long. So Bubba Johnson is now in at running back next to Pierce. And they'll go to Bubba. Bubba trying to find something to the left. He is met in the backfield and tossed down by the Senator defense.
54.
54 is Campos.
And Ashton was there again.
Julian Campos, 5'11", 210-pound senior, makes the play there.
Is that Rawls? 6?
6 is Rawls, yes. So Rawls is into the game as Bubba Johnson comes out, and already 3 running backs on the first 3 plays.
And 2 yards.
Nothing on that second play.
This would be the Cato option.
So 3rd down and 8. Pierce claps. He'll get the snap. He looks to his right. Pressure coming. He gets it out. Nice job to Rawls, who's got a lot of room. Rawls has got Cater out in front of him. Rawls hurdles a man and out of bounds, as I believe that was Gabriel Bonner, who he met at the 47-yard line, and that's enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Ashton Williams there again.
He is all over the field.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious.
He had a shoulder pad hanging out, and nobody's there to help him.
So Jabray, to see Rawls again trying to hurdle people out there.
Same thing he did last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost same spot on the field. So now Pierce puts Rawls to his left side. 3 receivers in the set. Pierce is going to give this one away to Rawls. Rawls has got some blockers, got the corner. Now Rawls is off to the races. Nice cut at the 20, and he's tripped up at the 18-yard line. And what a run by Trevon Rawls. And we've got an injured Senator on the play.
26.
That's Tank Reese,
No.
if that's who's down. Let's hope that's not an injury to the super freshman for the Senators here, as he was in on that tackle.
He is 26.
Trying to keep an eye here, and I think he got his arm hung up underneath there on the tackle, so we'll hope that everything's okay with Tank. As Tank is a very talented freshman for this Senator team, and he's up on his own power, up onto his back end. They're going to have Band-Aid out there helping the training staff for Robinson as well. Tank's up and looks like he's going to walk off just fine. Holding that right arm a little.
But at that cost, you bring him down at any cost there. So
Yeah.
sacrifice the hand for the tackle. Not really, but it worked.
This offense is just a different animal when you've got
A playmaker.
a playmaker like Rawls.
Skill position talent. Hard to find.
So Pierce gets the snap. He'll go to Rawls again. Rawls got a big hole. 10, cuts to the outside, trying to break the tackle to the 5. Knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line, and that'll be another Acre Pharmacy first down, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Hornets.
Hey, is that hard to bring down thing you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
This is what we got to see out of Rawls last week, and he just keeps showing out down there on the field. And they have found something. Again, you remember last year it was roughly this time of the season where Jesse Knight got moved to the offensive side and really changed things for the offense for this Maumelle team.
That spark. You just got to find it. It just takes a long time.
So Maniac McGarrett is your up back. Rawls is still your running back. They're going to go to Rawls. Rawls gets met in the backfield, breaks the tackle, and Trevon Rawls is in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Hornets. And that is how you stop the bleeding from not scoring for 4 straight quarters. You hand it to Rawls. He muscles himself in, and with 8:34 to go in the first quarter, the Hornets lead the Senators 6-0.
From a 3rd and 8, you pass to the running back, scampers for 20, 25 yards, and then it's hand the ball off the rest of the way and let him get the rest of it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all they did is hand it to him and let him go.
I think they're going to go for 2 here.
And he's not in. He's not in. He's over taking a break. Well deserved.
Pierce is going to be in quarterback by himself. And now the Hornets look confused as they're trying to move McGarrett. They get McGarrett set up, but our slot receiver doesn't know where to set. That's Bubba Johnson, the freshman.
You better hurry.
Now let's see, will they get it off? They don't. They did just get it off. Pierce keeps it up the middle, and he's in. 2-point conversion is good. And just like that, the Hornets lead this one 8-0 with 8:34 to go in the first quarter.
A little bit different play for 2-point conversion there. Bit risky, too.
A good start for the Hornets as they lead this one 8-0. And sorry, Andy, I am quickly trying to update my Twitter.
Definitely a confidence builder, too. Got to have that right now.
Especially coming off the 2 and out, or 3 and out. That's big time.
3 and out. They only run with one person back on kickoff return. That's a little different than most high school stuff.
We've almost got like a diamond set up back there with the 3 different guys, just one deepest to kind of catch it before it gets into the end zone.
There's a big gap right there between it, though.
So Gurney ready for the Ackles kickoff, and he'll put a foot into it. And going to be returnable right at the goal line. He's going to bring it back from the 1 officially. Across the 15, cuts inside of the middle, trying to break a tackle. Acuna. He gets a nice return out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see what Robinson can do offensively, but more importantly, we'll see if this defense can continue to play strong. Again, the one big thing, everything from what I've talked with Maupin about over the last 2 weeks, the defense has impressed him every week. The defense continues to do great work, and now with Pierce back out there on offense, this is big.
I think the defense has been great all season. The only problem they get hung up on is they get out there and they're out there too long.
Yeah.
They get tired. You can't leave a team out there that long and expect them to perform every single play.
Agreed.
You don't have the depth to do it.
So Murphy will hand this one away to Freeman.
Wow.
He makes a nice cut in the hole. And now Freeman, what a move as he cuts at the 37. Now he's got room to run out across midfield, 40 with blockers, 45, and now tackled at the 30-yard line. A late PI roofing penalty. And Freeman kept his feet, and he'll score. I thought he was down back here.
He's in the back of the end zone.
Freeman scores, but we've got penalty flags all over the place as King Freeman, what a run there by Noah Freeman, fooled me on the back end of that.
I don't know how that happened. You need glasses?
I guess I looked up and I thought he was down, and then I looked back at the penalty.
Oh, no.
I don't think the touchdown's going to count, though, as we got a couple of PI room penalties.
Gainer, but it's going to come on back.
So the penalty will bring it back.
Penalties, flags at about the – what do you call holding?
I'm going to trust you for that for just a second.
Oh, Lord, I'm in trouble. Walking a pretty good ways back here. 47 yards. Yeah, 47-yard line. No. As a running back that runs that far in the play, puts that much effort into it, you got to be a little bit aggravated about that. I just ran all this way.
Well, and especially when the penalty was that far behind him. I mean, he threw that flag.
He was
at the 25-yard line at least.
30-yard line when the flag flew at the 47.
Yeah. So it's an Acre Pharmacy first down as the result of the play.
Yeah, that was close to the 55-yard line. I mean, so I don't really know what to do about that.
Mills has struck first in their ball game, up 6-0. All right, so 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line now. Murphy gets it, goes right back to Freeman. Freeman tries to find some room to the left. And in on the tackle is Jason Crawford.
Luckily, the Hornets defense got a do-over there.
Yeah. And that's just Noah Freeman. He's not he combines everything you want in a great running back: speed, power, elusiveness, and you can't tackle him. One guy's not tackling him. Two guys usually didn't tackle him.
I don't understand how he doesn't have D1 offers.
I know it.
He's got everything. He's that prototypical size.
Yeah, Escola and I talked about this week as well. I told us it's criminal that this young man doesn't have any offers from some D1 schools.
5'9", 190 pounds with that kind of speed and agility.
Well, great blocking there by Robinson. So that's going to be a gain of 7. It'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down.
He's everything you would want in a running back to put in the backfield at any level as far as high school, hands down. And who he was behind last year, they have a running back that's on the hill. So he walked on and had multiple offers at D1 level.
Yeah.
And decided I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go walk on at Arkansas. So
Robinson takes Hunt out, their big H-back, and I bet they're going to throw. They don't. They give it to Freeman, and Freeman's met. Nice job there by the Hornets. Maybe a yard, as that's big 50. That is Caden Sherman in on that tackle. So maybe a yard. Looks like they spotted this just across the 45, 44-yard line, about a yard and a half on the play. And it'll be second down and about 9 here. Is that Tank?
Tank's okay.
Yeah. Tank is back in the game. He scored 2 touchdowns last week.
That's the other one, 5'11", 180. I'm 14 years old.
This is a time where Robinson likes to go deep, though. They are going to try to go deep. As now Murphy, he's got to chase out of the pocket. Murphy showing off that speed as he steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And he will be about 5 yards shy of a first down. It'll bring up third down for the Senators.
When he started 7 or 8 yards behind me.
That's something we've not seen a lot. I've personally not seen a lot of Murphy on the scrambling side of things. He will when he has to, like a situation like that, but he certainly likes to hang in the pocket and try to push the ball downfield.
He didn't get the opportunity there.
That motion man is Nichols. That's the way they look. Murphy's going to toss this one deep, throwing it up. Nobody there but a Hornet. Chasing it. And couldn't come down with it. Was that Rawls that couldn't bring it in. I believe it was.
Rawls.
It was, as Rawls would have tied Clegg for the team lead if he could have brought that one down. Instead,
He got tired from running the football over there.
instead it'll bring up a 4th down, and we'll see what the Senators do.
Well, I don't think they're going to go for it.
You think? Maybe. They're kind of in no man's. I don't know. Their kicker could probably make it from here. They've got quite the kicker in John Tate.
Do.
He's that kid at Heber Springs. I think it's Heber.
57 yards from there.
I was listening to something the other day. Their coach was on the buzz of that young man. I think he's at, I can't remember, Heber or one of those schools, but hit one in practice from 70. So Murphy, straight quarterback run, breaks a couple tackles. It's going to be just enough as he gets, 3 or 4 extra there at the end, and that'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Half a cartwheel.
Yeah. No, it was, so you remember Kyle was in here a couple weeks ago for that ball game. We were talking about that kid, and I cannot remember. I think it's Heber Springs, but I could be wrong.
Yards?
But his coach was on and said he hit one in practice from 70 yards. I mean, that's something else right there.
A bazooka in
Yeah.
his toe.
So Murphy and motion man is Ashton Williams. They want to throw it to that side as Ashton sets up to block. I believe that is Grill. Grill breaking tackle is going to be pulled down at around the 15, make it the 13. Another Acre Pharmacy first down for the Senators.
Looked kind of awkward on the tackle there for a second. He stayed down for a second. I was like, oh, boy.
Couldn't tell if that was a 3 or a 0 on that catch. It was either Gabriel Bonner or Brandon Grill on that one. So the Hornets make a couple changes along the front here as Crawford comes out along with Gurney.
The zero's out there wide.
I think that was Bonner on that last catch. So Murphy, motion man is Grill. That's where they're going to give it. As Grill is met. Nice play there by Rawls in the backfield. Grill tried to break free, but he can't as he gets some help by McGarrah, I believe. Is that McGarrah that's back there with him? And a great job by Rawls to make the play in the backfield.
For once, I had a very close view. I had it in the right spot and it happened right in front of me.
See, I could just hire you as our spotter.
Jim Ashley's got no chance.
Hey, Jim Ashley's spotter is Darren McFadden's old running back mate, so he knows a little football as well, I guess.
I don't know any football.
He's been cheated out of a touchdown or two.
Probably so.
So now they try to go up the middle here as the Hornets stuff that one up. And again, the defense playing really, really well right now.
I said, got that do-over play, and they were like, oh, we better tighten up here.
So McGarrah with another tackle there. Now 3rd down and 14 here with 4 minutes to go in our first quarter. So far, the defense playing really well. Held Robinson to a 3 and out. Got him to a 4th down on this drive. They were able to convert the 4th down on a Murphy scramble. And now Robinson taking a lot of time. They're under 10 seconds, and I got to believe they're going to have to burn a timeout. 5 seconds on the play clock. Coach Escola is going to have to call timeout here.
Got it.
And they don't, and now they do call the timeout. So the Senators will call a timeout with 3:36 to go in the first quarter. Hornets leading at 8-0. And so far, Andy, great energy down there on the sidelines, but I think more importantly, they're playing not just great with great energy, but they're playing under control right now, playing disciplined football.
Playing as a team, too.
Apparently my child has become the new water boy.
Oh, boy.
And he is out there delivering water next to Band-Aid.
You signed him up for this.
Hey, he needs a job. It's good for him.
Wait to get his first paycheck.
It's good for him to do something out there.
Be active.
That's right. So
Write a report on it.
Let's see. We are, just an FYI, we are having some issues with our field fly cam tonight. So not sure if we're going to be able to get it back or not. I'll work with Kayla in that, and we'll see what we can figure out. But
I think those are called technical difficulties.
Fingers crossed we can get that back up. If not, before halftime, maybe for the second half. So the defense back out on the field. 3rd down and 14 here for the Hornets. Want to get a stop. It'll be Freeman in the backfield with Murphy. Trips to the near side. I believe that's Olamy. I can't see the other two. Murphy looks to his left, goes right up over the middle. Nichols dropped it, I believe. And that is Chase Nichols, who drops it at about the 9. He would have had to do some work to get the first down, but either way, it's 4th and long, and the field goal unit's coming on for the Senators.
Wasn't exactly the greatest pass either. It was a little bit behind him. make a big adjustment just to catch the ball. It's going to be a circus to catch it. Circus to catch it.
These receivers are they can make some circus catches. They've made a few of our Natural State top 10 plays.
Oh yeah.
Usually it's Brandon Grill. So Tate on to try the field goal. This is from 34 away. Snap is a little high, gets it down, kick is up, it's low to the left, no good. He missed it to the left. And the Hornets hold on to an 8-0 lead here with 3:26 to go in the first quarter. And boy, you talk about just gaining momentum with every minute of this ball game. Hornets got to be feeling good right now. Again, this is a Senator team averaging over 500 yards a game since conference play has started, averaging 52 points a game since conference play started. So the Hornets right now with 3:26 in the first quarter pitching a shutout on this second-ranked Senator team.
59 yards. Probably, 6 minutes, 7 minutes off the clock? For nothing.
For nothing, yep.
That's definitely not like them for anything.
No. So the Hornets will Pierce at quarterback.
Absolutely have to capitalize here,
yeah,
for sure.
Another touchdown here would be massive, and they looked good offensively, had no problem moving the ball down the field.
That first third down. Got that one and rolled from there.
So Pierce by himself in the backfield. He's got Crawford and Rogers in front of him. He rolls to the left. Pitch play to Rogers up front. Rogers caught it maybe a yard on the play. I like the play design. Just good defense by the Senators.
They're very quick up front.
Pine Bluff has scored to tie that ball game up at 6 with 1.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
The battle of team with no kickers.
Yeah. Yes. Crutchfield could be the difference for Pine Bluff at the kicker.
He scores all the points. Kicks and touchdowns.
So Pierce still has Candler to his left. Now Pierce will get the snap. He's looking a lot of pressure, tried to set up the screen. Timmons makes the catch. Looking for some blockers, makes a move to the left and out to the 26-yard line. Give him 5 on the play, and he'll bring up 3rd and 4.
That is one guy that can be very dangerous in space.
Yeah, Timmons is a guy that I would like to see be able to get out to the races at least a few times. Rawls will come back out on the field here. He'll come in at running back with 2:25 to go. As
big third down.
Yeah, as Candler comes out of the game.
Especially this deep, too.
Pierce fakes it, now steps up, has to scramble, and he's met in the hole. Just shy, going to be 2 shy now. Oh, the pile pushed, and that may have been enough to get the first down. Official's giving him a tough spot, though.
Oh, here we're good. If we get this official, then
they're giving the official to the other side is going to be the official mark. Let's see where they lay it down, though. Left foot spot might still get it.
This will be very close.
And they need the 30. It's right on the 30, and 4th down, and I'd go QB1 sneak right here. Maupin is pumping his team up, says we're going for this. Instead, I think he may be asking for a measurement so he can talk to his team. And that's exactly, I think, what he's doing. Maupin is animated down there, coaching and letting the official know right now that he wanted a measurement.
This is a credit card. Literally the length of a credit card, guaranteed from where the ball is to the spot.
And I don't think they're measuring it. I think that's what Maupin is frustrated about here, is that they didn't even try to measure. Yeah, see, There's
no way they shouldn't measure it.
You know you need the 30. You can look at but that's the thing. You do know you need. I can see it from here. They're short. So probably don't need the measurement, but the Hornets have to burn a timeout.
Before the team stepped in the way, you could look at basically where the 4th down pole is and where the marker is there. And they're literally like this. They're almost touching.
It's hard to tell. It looks like the marker at the 20 might be on the backside of the 20-yard line. If that's the case, then you know you're going to have about a half a football short. Either way, the Hornets had a chance to talk about it, and I would anticipate Weston Pierce under center and just try to push the line forward. They only need 3 inches here, and you got a first down.
There's a cowboy holding up the marker. This is where you, if you don't give it to Weston, you engage B.J. Beats.
And actually, they're going to have Rawls out. He'll take the direct snap.
I don't like this.
Now the officials are just clarifying the timeout situation, as it was a timeout called by the Hornets. They haven't pulled the timeout off the board for Robinson either. Both teams, I believe, just have 2 timeouts. So sure. Rawls is going to take the direct snap. Cannot tell. I think that is Johnson to his right. Rawls gets the snap. Boy, good push, but he's got the first down. Great job by Rawls to fall forward. He's got the acre first down.
great play by Rawls to not go straight to the middle where everybody was crashed to, and to have the elusiveness to get off his right side.
Robinson did a great job to crash right down in the middle, right where Rawls wanted to go.
What you would have done.
But if you watched Rawls against Mills last week, you could see it doesn't matter where they crash. He's going to find the seam. And if there's not a seam, he can make one.
You jump over it. Well.
So Pierce with Rawls in the backfield. Pierce, that's where he wants to go with it. Rawls bobbled it, couldn't hold on to it. And that'll bring up second down.
So close.
He's got the hands of a corner. Just kidding. Just kidding, Rawls.
No, he ain't.
So they'll pull Rawls off as Bubba Johnson will come in at running back. Again, I was talking to Stroud down there on the sideline, and I tell you, there's Sully as well, and that was the number one thing. If keep these kids here in Maumelle over the next 2 or 3, 4 years, it's going to be a really good squad. They'll fake this one to Johnson. Oh, what a block on the outside by Rogers. Pierce is going to keep it. Makes one man miss. It's hit late out of bounds. Got to throw it, and they do throw the PI roofing penalty. Wow. You absolutely have to call that one. And a bad play there by number 53, Micah Pennington.
That was a shot, too. Completely relaxed the quarterback and just gets smoked from behind.
Yeah.
That's rough.
So that one will not make the coaching staff happy as Pierce was.
You might get to come out of the game and think about that one for a second. Yeah. That is not going to be a pleasant sideline when you get over there, that man with that black top on.
And Pierce had only picked up about 4 on the play, but after the PI roofing penalty, it's an Acre Pharmacy first down out to midfield for the Hornets with 49 seconds left here in the first quarter.
That was a take your helmet off and go have a seat and get some water and think about this for a second.
So now Johnson is your motion man to the left side. Pierce pump fakes. Now comes back to Rogers, picked off. Oh, boy, tough throw there as Pierce should have just held on to that one. That one's intercepted by Evans Olamy. And just like that, Robinson takes over on offense here with 42 seconds left in the first quarter.
Wonder if he's feeling the effects of the
late
hit.
You know, I think that was just one of those plays where it's designed to be a quick screen to turn. You expect Rogers to be open. It was just a great play by Olamy and the Robinson defense to step in front of the ball and make a great interception. It's a tough break there for the Hornets. And now the defense has got to come out and make another stop. This is shot territory. If you're Robinson, I'd look out. The corner's going to have to play tough on these receivers. I would expect to see Quentin Murphy try to go deep here on this first play. Yeah. Robinson running some guys on late. Sorry, Andy.
Yeah, this is definitely where you see Quentin kind of roll out to the far side of the field and just throw it up in the air.
Now Murphy, they want to throw the screen. Lobs that one, bobbled. Nice catch somehow by Murphy. Oh, Murphy just shrugs off one tackler. Oh, now hits Timmons. Timmons rides him down at the 10-yard line. And it'll be first down after the Acre Pharmacy first down there by King Freeman.
Smallest guy on the field hits the toughest guy probably to bring down one-on-one on the field. And what does he do? Puts him on the ground. Yeah. Most unlikely play I've seen all day. Timmons, you're the man. That was impressive.
So 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's first and goal for the Senators.
Him.
He did.
He come off his horse and said, "You're coming down."
I think it's probably a little bit of competitiveness going on down there.
Man.
So now Murphy, Freeman behind him, first and goal from the 10. Murphy looks to the sideline to get the play call. Yeah, I would. You can go ahead and say that, Andy.
It's just going to be the good old.
Instead, they're going to call timeout here with 20 seconds left in the first quarter. As Robinson wants a timeout.
3. They got an extra one. They got 4.
I guess so because
get a free timeout.
They didn't take the first one off the board.
Goes out or go. Where's Diesel?
He's at my mom's house. He's been sick this week, so he's got some pretty bad allergies going on.
How's kindergarten going?
You know, it's not been a terrible week, but he hadn't been at school most of the week. So
that's probably why.
Yeah.
Is he learning new words?
No. Thankfully, he's not learning any new words. He's not happy with me about having to watch YouTube Kids instead of regular YouTube now. So, because we found out that a few of those words came from there. They weren't just from me.
I'll have to hear about this during halftime.
Yeah.
I was a little late getting here. Sorry.
Oh man, yeah,
work took over.
It's been a fun couple of weeks, but they've turned the corner. They're being a little better children. I do apologize to my PCSSD brethren over at Sylvan Hills Elementary. Yes, our Henson children are quite something else. All right, so first down and goal. Murphy going to keep it to the left side following Freeman, and the Hornets meet him and toss him out of bounds after a gain of 2, as that was Barham and McGarrett, I believe, on that play.
Yeah, 40 and 7.
Yeah.
We have wind.
Wow, the winds have kicked up a little bit. It's going to be a chilly night out there.
It's the first time I've seen the flag up.
And that'll be the last play of the first quarter. And after a quarter of play, your Hornets lead the Robinson Senators 8-0. And we'll be back with more Hornet football on Natural State Sports. All right, we are back as we're set for the second quarter of play here. Hornets lead this one 8-0 here at Hornets Stadium, and we await.
We need a turnover our own.
Yeah, see what the second down play is here. It's Freeman behind Murphy in the pistol. They're going to go to Freeman to the left side. Arm tackle not going to get it done. Now Freeman carrying people to the end zone, give him 6 as King Freeman scores the touchdown to make it 8-6. Hornets lead.
I don't think you had to give him anything.
No.
He took it.
He earned every bit of that 6.
And whoever it was that was on the line grabbed him and slung him in there anyway. It helped.
Yes.
What else is the O-line supposed to do for you, though? Here, let me help you. More than one way. On a good note, they kick field goals the whole time, and we get 2-point conversions.
Yes. Yeah.
Score for score.
We'll take
we will
it.
Theoretically be ahead at the end.
So Tate on to kick. They're running a guy on very late here. They still got plenty of time, though.
Tate is late.
Snap is up and kick is up, and it is good. And it's 8-7. Hornets lead here with 11:53 to go in your first half. You guys make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, share this broadcast, and hang with us as we seem to be, for some reason, having some technical difficulties. So we're still working those out, as we're not sure what's going on with production truck right now, and hopefully we don't have to kill the broadcast for a few minutes. If we do, you guys can continue watching. For the interim, you can jump over to the Robinson Senator Sports Network if we do have to drop the broadcast for a few seconds, but hopefully that's not going to happen.
You just won't get to hear us.
Yes. So John Tate out to kick the Ankles kickoff here. Hornets leading this one 8-7. Back to return is going to be Timmons, and I can't tell who the other one is at the moment. That kick is nice, deep kick. It's going to make it over Worsham and into the end zone for a touchback. So the Hornets will start this drive from the 20-yard line. So we'll see, Andy, what the offense can do this time. Last drive ended on the interception.
Well, hopefully this one will do a little more than that. You got to have a Weston shake that one, have a short memory for sure. Definitely had the quarterback's coach over there talking to him about hold the ball there if it's not going to be there for sure.
They go up the middle. Nice blocking by the offensive line. I believe that's Worsham on that carry. He gets 9, almost another Acre Pharmacy first down.
Another running back.
That's the first carry of the game for Jaden Worsham. That's the 4th running back of the night. If you count Pierce, that's 5 different guys that have carried the ball for the Hornets so far.
How many more do we have? Because we haven't seen Joyner.
Yeah, we haven't seen Jalen at all. Now they'll go back to Worsham. He's got enough for the Acre first down, maybe 3 on that play. So an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Called that name.
It's a Tank Reese in there.
I wonder what his first name really is.
On that Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Isaiah Tank Reese. He will be a name to remember over the next 4 years in Arkansas high school football. So Pierce looking to make a name tonight, trying to get away from the blitz of Acuna. He does. Now he splits the defense. And now Pierce off to the races across the 40, 45, and is tripped up. Boy, he took a stumble at midfield. I hope he's okay. And he is. Maybe twinked the knee a little bit there as he went down to midfield. Another Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets.
He's got some awkward falls when he falls. It's like, how do you do that? Pops right back up. Ankles like rubber.
So now Pierce quickly as the Hornets back on the ball. He gets the snap, hands it up the middle. That is, I can't tell if that's Clay or Worsham. That is Worsham again on that carry. Give him 2 out to the 48-yard line as they make their way into Robinson territory. And McGarrah, Bubba Johnson will come in at running back. McGarrah ended up back as Cato exits. They'll split Rogers out wide. I think Rogers doesn't know if he's supposed to be on the field. Now he's got set. Let's see if they get him on the ball, and he is. So 4 wide receivers here in this formation for the Hornets. Bubba Johnson, the running back, next to Pierce. Pierce fumbles the snap as he was trying to he wanted to pull it out of Bubba Johnson's belly there on the RPO. He lost it. That was a good job to fall on it to save the play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 9 on a yard loss on that one.
It's a rough one there, but definitely when you got a freshman in the backfield, it's brand new probably to practicing with everybody up here. It's a position that you can't really have that communication lack there.
Yeah, and that's tough because you just never know if your quarterback is going to rip it out or not. So that's surprising that doesn't happen more.
You're right.
Now they're going to, that throw was behind Rogers, and Rogers has got to figure out something to do with it. Nothing going there on a tough throw by Weston. They're going to lose 3 yards on that play back to the Maumelle 47, and I believe they're going to punt this one away. Did he catch that?
He did.
Oh, wow.
Told you.
Sorry, I caught myself looking over here at this Mills-Pine Bluff game, our Natural State Sports Game of the Week, and the ball that probably should have been intercepted by Pine Bluff turns into a touchdown for Mills. I think. Actually not showing anything on the scoreboard, so maybe it didn't count. So Pierce is ready to kick this one away. Low punt, line drive, but it's going to work out great for the Hornets. That ball took a roll to the 11, may mark it at the 10. Let's see. They will mark it out at the 11, and that's where the Senators will start this drive.
Ball literally rolled like a golf ball.
That was – it did. You don't see a football turn and just roll perfectly like that very often.
How do you have to kick it to do that? It didn't bounce. It literally just yee. Must have been one of Tom Brady's footballs that was deflated or something. I don't know.
I guess so.
Thud. Let me roll. Water in it or something like that.
Yeah.
Special. Kick the special one.
So Robinson set here. Freeman, I believe, is to the left of Murphy. 4 wide receivers in the set. Motion man is Blaylock. Right up the middle to Freeman. Uh-oh. You're not catching him. Noah Freeman across midfield. The king is loose. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Give him 6. Noah the King Freeman sets a throne up in the Hornet end zone for that touchdown.
Well,
That didn't take long.
it was a matter of time before he broke one like that. It's only the second one he's broke that got there. This one just counted. The last one didn't.
That young man is special, averaging 12 yards a carry on the season, averaging 89 yards on that carry.
What was he touched?
No, he was not touched that I could tell.
I don't think he was touched.
I don't believe he was ever touched.
Blitz from the outside, and he went inside. And then he went outside.
Now Tate on for the extra point. Kick is up, right down the middle and good. Just like that, Robinson takes their first lead of the game, 14-8.
On a good note, defense isn't going to be tired. They get one play. We're good. They can rest. We get back on our offense. We get out there and score. We can take the lead or tie it back up. And then we get back on our defensive side and say, hey, don't let him do that again. We tied the game up for you. Go back out there and hold it. We'll come back out and score again. And then we're back in front.
Let's hope that's what happens.
How it works.
I like the idea.
That's
Let's just hope that works.
Stay positive. We're okay.
I like the idea.
It's fine. It's got to have a good concept here.
So Tate on for the Ackles kickoff here. You guys make sure you stick with us in our at halftime for our Ackles halftime show as well.
Now, if it works,
You could just call it all the time. It's all yours.
I can't promise.
So there's the kickoff by Tate. It will not be returnable as Worsham drops it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the Hornets will start this drive from the 20-yard line.
So having the little fumble there with the running back quarterback exchange there kind of basically made it a 3-down drive after that.
Yes.
So kind of take one of those away, and after a good little scamper from Weston, you kind of hurt yourself.
Yeah, you got to get the mistakes out, and that's been a big thing over the last couple of weeks. It just seems like every time the Hornets move forward, they shot themselves in the foot. So here's another one where hopefully
they also hadn't had a lot of time with the talent on the say the front six with what they have there.
Yeah.
With Robinson to really set a play up that would actually go downfield very far. I mean, you've had a couple of screens that you've had the opportunity with, but that's it.
just to get the receiver set as Cato was late getting set. Now Pierce wants to throw, has to step up in the pocket. Now he's going to scramble, trying to get around Tank Reese, and he does. And Pierce is hit hard after a gain of maybe 7. Give him
sort of got around him.
7 to the 20. Yeah, 7 out to the 27-yard line. So nice gain there for Pierce.
Pierce goes over the shoulder and say, you're going to take me down.
Candler is at running back now for the Hornets.
Say one thing about Pierce, though. He is not scared to pull the ball down and go with it. If he knows that's his option, he's going to take it.
He gained a lot of
deceptively fast, too.
He gained a lot of confidence after that touchdown run against Greenbrier in the playoffs last year, I think. Pierce going to have to do it again. Stepped up. Now he wants to throw. Now he does. Oh, tipped. Ooh, I think the Hornets caught a break by the ball being tipped there because Robinson, I think it was Bonner, maybe Ashton Williams, was sinking back into coverage. He may have come away with an interception. That ball's not tipped. Hornets might have caught a break there. Pierce might have just wanted to run for the 3 and get the first down. So 3rd down and 3 here for the Hornets, and this is where you do not want to start getting bogged down on offense. Got to keep the offense moving down the field. 8:50 to go. Robinson can score in bunches.
Especially once they get rolling.
They'll go 3 wide. 2 receivers here to the near side. It's Timmons and Hunter. I believe that's still Candler in the backfield next to Weston. Weston gets the snap. They're going to go to Candler. Candler trying to break a tackle. He couldn't spin away. Got a yard to the 28. It's going to bring up 4th and 2. Big decision here for Maupin and Burcham.
Boy, this is bold.
Yeah, the tough part is if you go for it, you give them a short field. But, I mean, right now the field looks short even if you're 89 yards away if you're Robinson because Noah Freeman can make it one play and go. They're going to go for this.
Everything's short for them.
So 4th down and 2. Hornets going to go for it. Pierce calling out the call to the offensive line. Got plenty of time on the play clock. See if they try to get him to jump. As
that's what he's going
Grill was showing blitz. They may quick kick it with Weston. 5 seconds. Now they're going to try to move Cato in. He wasn't set. Now Cato, that's a penalty. Yeah, tough one there. I don't know what we were doing. The penalty's going to save us, though, because instead of it being an incomplete pass and 4th down, it'll be a formation penalty. It'll back us up 5, and the Hornets will get to punt it now, and that wasn't going to be a first down anyway.
I kind of like the play design.
I didn't mind the play design. You just got to get the throw up. The throw's got to be able. You got to get that throw in there if you're Weston. But again, maybe his eyes were. He knew what he had.
A little bit panicked, but the play design was great.
Yeah.
Almost looked like you're literally going to wait right until the last split second to fire it.
So I believe that's Chase Nichols, and it is. Nichols back to return the punt as Pierce is standing on his 10 to kick it.
Good field position no matter what.
Somebody else back there with Nichols. I can't tell. Might be Brandon Grill. High snap as Pierce brings it down. No blitz.
1 and 3.
Yeah, that's Grill, and a shank this time by Weston out of bounds.
That one didn't roll well.
No. And out of bounds at around the 40 as our official backs up. They're going to call it the 42-yard line, and Robinson's going to get great field position here for this drive.
Field position didn't matter last drive.
No, it didn't. Maybe we like to play on the shorter side of the field. I don't know.
Maybe.
Defense has done a great job take away that 89-yard run.
We like a challenge. What are you talking about?
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Senators here with 7:40 to go in the first half. Defense has played well other than a couple of plays. Offense has moved the ball, just it's kind of gotten bogged down at the wrong time. So Freeman with Murphy at quarterback here. They're going to go with a tight set. I would expect something right up the middle to Noah Freeman right now. Linebackers going to have to do their job. Now a little stretch it to the left. Hornets in the backfield. Great play there. As who is that? Is that Rawls again? Or is it 4? That's Jason Crawford. So a great play there by Crawford. A 5-yard loss for the Senators on that play as they were
right place, right
keyed
time.
In on Noah Freeman on that one.
I think somebody was in their huddle. Nonetheless, wouldn't he be there again?
Yes. Do it again.
So Noah Freeman fumble? Has he fumbled all year?
Yes, he has. Now the blitz coming. They've got Murphy in the backfield. Tries to throw it away. It's caught. Somehow caught. Now Freeman trying to make something out of this. Freeman's going to end up getting 3 yards on the play. And give Quentin Murphy a lot of credit to get that ball out as he was being sacked in the backfield. And then Murphy does a good job just to get 3 yards out of that. Gurney makes the tackle. Freeman's going to sit as Tank Reese comes in at running back. And to your point, Andy, Freeman did a good job going and getting that ball because otherwise that's probably going to be called a fumble.
Backwards. It was every bit of it. When you got the talent around you and you throw a prayer, it's answered. How?
All right, so 3rd and 12. Hornets still got a chance to get off the field here. Murphy, as the Hornets trying to get lined up, now motion man, and they'll give it to Tank up the middle. Tank breaks a tackle across the left side, breaks another tackle. He's at the first down marker at the 30-yard line, and a big carry for the freshman Tank Reese for an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Senators.
Kid's probably got a mustache and a beard. It's not a freshman.
So 1st and 10 there for the Senators.
And if he doesn't, he's shaving it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Sponsored by Barbasol.
Boy, oh boy. A tough break there as the Hornets couldn't get off the field on 3rd and 12, and now a fresh set of downs for the Senators. Murphy barking out the orders. He'll hand it away to Reno. Kept it in the backfield. Gurney tries to set him up. Now he's got a seam. Murphy, nice tackle in space by Rawls at the 21-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4. I'm sorry, that'll be a gain of 9.
It's a little more than 4.
I looked at the wrong marker. Give him 9, it'll be 2nd and a yard.
That kid's impressive to watch, no matter what he's doing.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him really toss it yet.
No, we haven't got to see the deep ball at all. And
defense is in the backfield.
Again, the secondary has played well outside of the Pine Bluff game.
Secondary hadn't really had to play well, just due to where the
Oh, what a
defensive
throw to
line is.
Bonner. What a move by Bonner as Bonner's going to score the touchdown. And just like that, Gabriel Bonner makes it 20-8. Robinson leads.
That wasn't the secondary's fault.
Well, the secondary got juked out of their shoes there on that cornerstone touchdown.
The
But
secondary was on the line. There was nobody behind them.
what a play there.
You would have need 2 football teams to catch that. You could have the offense and the defense on the field, and still he might have scored.
So the kick by Tate is up, and it's good. And 21-8. Robinson leads this one now with 4:57 to go in the first half. Where'd they throw that from? The 21?
Somewhere right in there. 21? Yeah,
That's
it's 21. If you're Maumelle, you have to put one in the end zone before halftime.
Yeah, this game can get away from you really, really, really quick here. And
Well, you built a lot of confidence on driving down the first drive you had, scoring a touchdown. When you basically 3-and-out the first drive for them. Get that. It's a confidence builder, just like we talked about. And he kind of fizzled. That big 75-yard run that he had and called back by penalty. They take all the time off the clock, do nothing, get it back, and you kind of have a little problem. It's kind of been the whole thing of what we've had for the last 2 games.
you look back at even think about the Alabama-Arkansas game last week where you get it within 5 and then suddenly a team just
That was a game of
explodes
runs,
for a
big
couple.
runs.
Yeah, I mean that's
Literally.
the situation that you look at here. I mean, similar situation as the Hornets came out hot, up 8-0. And now 21 unanswered for the Senators as Tate's ready for the Ackles kickoff.
It was a game of 3 plays. That's a little different.
This
Literally.
one is going to be caught in the end zone. That'll be a touchback as Worsham can't return it.
I don't like that rule.
I'm indifferent on it. I think at the high school level it'd be a lot more fun to see the returns just because I think there's a lot more that can happen at the high school level.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So offensively here, the Hornets will come out. Pierce will be at quarterback. Rawls is now back in at running back. So we'll see if they can find a little spark for the offense.
It's a spark. we need a big spark. Like 40 to 50-yard spark. Straight out of the gate.
Yes. So Pierce gets the snap. He'll hand it away to Rawls. Rawls finds a nice seam, runs over a man at the 25-yard line.
Chase Nichols.
And he says happy birthday.
Blew his candles out for him.
So Rawls gets 6 to match his jersey number on that one. Now quickly back on the ball here. The Hornets 2nd down and 4. Look for the screen here to Timmons. Good catch as Rawls takes the ball from him. Rawls is trying to make something out of nothing. He's met in the hole by Tank Reese. And Rawls...
Tank says, don't you blow my man's candles out.
Rawls may have blown his...
Blew his own
Tank may have blown Rawls' candle out on that one. That was a shot.
It definitely whipped in the wind.
So now we'll see the freshman Bubba Johnson in at running back as
Fluttered
Rawls
his
comes
flame.
out. 3rd and a yard.
What a conundrum.
Tank showing blitz here off the right side. Now they're showing it off the left side. Both backers coming. Pierce gives it away to Johnson. Johnson, nice cutback. Johnson across the 35. A big hit at the 37-yard line. But an Acre Pharmacy first down to the 38.
Did you see the Robinson safety take out the other Robinson safety? Watch this.
I missed it. Ooh.
Guess who that safety that got taken out was?
Yee.
One.
That's tough. Nichols, a couple of big shots. Hornets.
He just took the big
I know
shot.
it. Another Acre first down for the Hornets. Pierce quickly. Hornets moving fast on this drive. Pierce wants to go deep up over the middle. Nice
Good
throwing
catch.
catch. Did he hold on to it? And he
think he
did.
did.
That's Barham who makes the catch. Give him 9. Be 2nd and a yard. Well, he bobbled it on the way to the ground, but we'll take the catch.
Telling you, I'm waiting on 16 to get loose here. He's got the height. He's the Randy Moss of the football team. Come on.
Now they'll hand this one away to Johnson again. No, Pierce kept it. Now Pierce going to fall forward. He's got enough for another Acre Pharmacy first down to midfield.
That was definitely the goal of that play.
Yes.
Get the first down.
Mills has scored with 11 seconds left in the first half to make it 12-6, pending the extra point.
They ain't going for an extra point.
Well, the 2 extra points they're going to go for.
We don't kick the ball. Kind of like PA.
So the Hornets again quickly on the ball. Now trips to the right side. Rogers is on the end of the line here on the left side. Pierce gets the snap, blitz coming, and they hand it away to Johnson. Johnson runs right into the blitz, and he give him 5 yards. Nice tough run there by the Hornets. Give him 6 to the 44-yard line.
Different kind of 6.
Yeah.
He's trying to get that other 6, though. Kid runs hard.
Yes. I like his running style. That's another good piece to just keep adding in there. Now Pierce giving the call to Johnson.
No.
Showing that blitz again. Robinson's going to try to sell out on it as the Hornets audible. Now they still will stick with the blitz. This time they go to Johnson again, but he is met and slung down in the backfield. I believe that is Ashton Williams.
Yeah, that's who that was. Yes.
That's going to be no gain on the play. Maybe he lost a yard back to the 45. On the other side of the 45. Now Johnson will come out as Rawls will come in at running back.
Shades of Braylon Russell.
Need to be a little bigger, but yeah.
Boom. What was that truck's name, Coach? Mr. Williams.
So 1:35 to go here in the half. Hornets trying to get the first down. 3rd and 5. Snap is good. They're going to try to go to Rawls a little behind him. Rawls is going to get the first down across the 40, across the 30, 25, cuts back inside, hit hard from behind at the 20. But that's enough for an Acre first down to the 18-yard line. A great play there by the Hornets.
40 on the tackle from behind.
Ian Dietz.
Chase Nichols in there, too.
Well, the Hornets quickly again on the ball. Rawls still at running back. I like the pace here for the Hornets. Trips to the far side. Cato, your only receiver to the near side. Wouldn't mind seeing a fade to the far end of the backside of the end zone here.
Big man win the battle.
Then they'll go to Rawls up the middle. No, yeah, Rawls had it. I thought the way Rawls turned around and looked back, I thought Pierce had it.
Yeah, it was both of us.
And now a timeout's going to be called by the Hornets. They got one left with 56 seconds to go in the first half. Hornets continuing to battle here. So they played well here in the first half against a team in Robinson that's used to having ball games over by the half.
But this one's not yet. Let's keep it that way.
Yes. So 56 seconds left in the first half here as the Hornets, again, they've played really well so far throughout this first half. A couple of mistakes at inopportune times have led to drives stalling out, but otherwise the offense has been able to move the ball a little bit. Defense has played well outside of a couple of big plays, and so and you're going to give up those big plays to Noah Freeman. It's
you're
just
going to
happen.
have a big play in high school. And to that guy, or this team, period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if the offense can continue to move the ball down the field, you're going to have a great shot here tonight. So the Hornets, 2nd 8, 56 seconds to go in the half as Pierce waits for the snap with Rawls in the backfield.
Keep in mind, we get the ball at half, too.
Now Pierce looking. He's going to want – I thought he wanted the fade. Instead, he's going to take off. Now Pierce inside the 10. Spins off a man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6 as Weston Pierce gets in the end zone for the touchdown. And it is 21 to 14. Robinson leads it with 48 seconds left here in the first half.
Sick game.
What a run by Weston Pierce. Anybody else is down at the 5-yard line. Instead, he bounces off contact, goes 5 more for the touchdown.
Can we get somebody else to, like, they snap the ball to him and just let him be the running back?
Now they'll look to go for 2, and that's Bubba Johnson and Rawls. Rawls has to tip it to himself. Cuts inside. Now trying to push, and he does as Rawls is in the end zone for 2. And it is 21-16. And, oh, come on, as they're going to throw a PI roofing penalty.
Go get that penalty. Make it worth it now.
Come on, as Rawls, all he did was kind of flex away. He didn't even look at Robinson. But they're going to call him for unsportsmanlike, and I don't agree with this. We've got an injured Senator on the play as well.
Can we go, send the whole team over there to, do some sort of, New Zealand dance or something all in the end zone? And then get BJ to dunk a basketball?
Yeah.
Or Cato?
No, we got to be Cato. We need somebody that can get up.
Yeah. Well, BJ tried it, so, Cato can succeed. Give him a basketball instead of a football.
Yes.
It'll really mess everybody up. Why has he got that out here? Easier dunk. Just don't hang on the goalpost. We know what happens when you do that. Who's down?
Cannot tell as they're still working on the injured Senator. So let's see the Senator that was
Tank again.
Is it Tank? As Tank was banged up, looks like he's holding his hip, lower back area.
Yeah.
But he's walking off under his own power. So good to see that.
Reminds me of the movie The Program. Are you injured or are you hurt?
Yeah.
What's the difference, Coach? Well, if you're injured, you can't play anymore. Well, I think I'm just hurt. All right, we'll get up. All right. Some along those lines. He's probably older than half the people that sent to him.
Yeah. So you guys, again, stay with us at halftime for our Akel's halftime show. We'll show both bands as they perform as well. And, again, thanks to Akel's Carpet One for sponsoring our halftime show, as well as this kickoff that's being kicked from the 25 after the penalty by Gurney.
It's not very nice with 48 seconds left.
It's really not. Now Gurney going to kick this one deep. Going to be returnable, though, from the 25-yard line. A lot of room as he tries to find a seam, and there's a late PI roofing penalty thrown out there as well. He pulled down at the 48-yard line, and now you just hope for a hold if you're the Hornets to back this up 10 yards, as that was a Cunye on the return.
All I can figure is Bear must have grabbed the wrong knot when he went out there and shook that guy's hand.
Yeah.
That's all I can figure.
So quite the ball game we've got going on here at Hornet Stadium. Again, you get the ball after the half, so if you can keep them out of the end zone here. Now, again, against Watson Chapel a couple weeks ago, Noah Freeman broke from about this spot on the field with 3 seconds on the clock, so you cannot let your guard down at any point in time against the Senator team.
He was on the 30, I think is what it was. Right there at the 30 with 3 seconds to go. We look back and it's like, what? He's got another 70-yarder.
I'm looking. I don't believe that. Nope, I didn't mean to do that.
Why'd you do it then?
So let's see what Robinson decides to do, as they're going to go empty here with Murphy, quarterback. Freeman is split in the trips to the.
This is still dangerous.
With Murphy far side. Yeah, they snap it. Murphy's going to keep it off the right side. He runs right in to big 64 Eric Young and is pulled down after a gain of 4 to the 41-yard line. And let's see if Escola and his Senators are content to let this thing go to the half. Pulled Nichols out of the game. I think, can't tell who that was they brought in, but they're going to.
Weird huddle.
They're going to go deep, I think. One play here, 15 seconds. And that's what Mop's saying. They've got no safety back. Murphy's just going to chunk it, but good job by the pressure. Hornets get him in the backfield. He's able to escape, makes a catch, and falls inbounds. Let's see if they give him out of bounds. They do. As that was number 10 on the catch, Caleb James, with 2 seconds left here in the first half, and they're going to get at least one shot at the end zone.
You can get it there from there.
Yeah, and if you're the Hornets, to Mop's point, no one needs to be – your safeties need to be standing on the 20 right now. Nobody behind you. You need to have 3 safeties deep.
What are we doing?
Murphy's got every bit of enough arm as they're going to bring Joyner in to try to rush.
At the same time, if Freeman's in the backfield like he's going to be, you have to be present for that too. So you can't really just set 3 people back because that man can get loose just like anyone else can.
Murphy's just going to look deep, pumps it, now going to scramble to his left. Now he steps back, sets up, just chunks it up deep. That's not going to land in bounds, out of bounds, and that'll do it for the first half, and a great first half for your Hornets in a great ball game here in this 5A Central matchup. We head to the half. Robinson leads at 21-16. We'll be back in just a minute with your Akel's halftime show.
grand opening sale at Akel's Carpet One.
Get up to 50% off store-wide with payments as low as $40 per room per month. Plus, get your sales tax paid.
We make it beautiful
For less.